On the news tonight, FCT Minister inaugurates mandate secretaries. Administration members of
the platform that brings book readers, schools, parents, and the general public to interact with tested seasoned publishers and other educational entrepreneurs. Most importantly, the ERC also uses this initiative to provide significant support services to stakeholders in the education sector.
In spite of information technology in the form of e-books and online information, books and other written materials still retain their prime position as.
While noting that there is a sharp decline in the reading culture in Nigeria, other speakers emphasized an urgent need to revive and sustain the tempo of reading among the populace. Earlier, the director of ERC, Ni'mat Abdurrahim, said they organized the fair to enable parents, guidance, proprietors, readers and others to have access to recommended books directly from the publishers at discounted prices.
We go around schools, especially both the private and the public schools, to see that all books that are being used in the school system are not pirated books. So those are the efforts, apart from collaborating with this agency, these are the efforts we are making to see that we minimize pirated books slipping into our system in the education sector.
I'm happy to see the book on wheels that will also go around secondary school to encourage readership. So we'll continue to emphasize and discuss and engage the youth to becoming readers if they want to actually become leaders.
Others commended the ERC for sustaining what originally started as in-house but had metamorphosed into a yearly tradition of the FCT Education Secretariat. Aisha Bashir, NTA News. Meanwhile, training and development of employees in any organization is key to capacity building and productivity, and thus an important requirement to enable organizations compete favorably with counterparts in similar fields. This was the emphasis as organizers of the Capacity Training Strength Africa Limited held a training program. Charity Zaka has the report.
Spirit of excellence, continuous improvement, innovation and achievement.
The program is Business Excellence Series. It is the September edition, and gathered here are employees from public and private sectors. They are here for one goal: to build and equip themselves with the required skills for excellent performance.
Almost more than 50 participants are here to benefit from this monthly series, usually organized by Strength Africa, to build the capacity of Nigerians that can be able to deliver in their workplace and address some challenges that has to do with workplace.
What we have realized is that there's a gap, a learning gap. And if we don't bridge that gap, it means that ultimately we will be the greatest losers. So our series is geared towards driving business excellence in organizations, both in the public sector, the private sector, and even individuals.
For me, I'm hoping that this particular session will help prime the minds of business owners to see how they make and create a conducive environment for their employees to give them the desired result.
Organizers in their various presentations are of the opinion that investing in people will not only build their capacities but will also lay foundation for the organization's success.
Part of what I learn here, you take your envision and you take position. What are you learning? What do you gain? And how is this applicable on a long-term scale?
It's all about leadership, training the leader on how to be a good manager, how to manage your staff, how to motivate your staff, the different incentives you need to give to your staff, and to ensure that the organization, is doing well.
They are hopeful that the capacity training program will bring the most desirable impact. Charity Zaka, NTA News.
And before we go to sport, earlier introduced about the normalcy that has been restored at the NURTW office here at Garki. Let's join Onoti Yakubu, who has an update on that report.
The leadership tussle between members of the National Union of Road Transport Workers and the FCT is yet to be over. And this development Tuesday morning led to a chaotic situation at the Sapele Street along the Ladoke Akintola crescent of Gariki 2 in Abuja. The result of this is that 2 lives were allegedly lost as a result of the factional fights between members of the union. And the aftermath of that situation, security agencies in the Federal Capital Territory have made appropriate deployments to ensure that normalcy is returned to the streets of Gariki. In fact, to my right is the Gariki modern market, which is about 300 meters away from the point of the fracas. Life has returned. Street traders are back on the streets doing their legitimate businesses, and residents of Gariki area are going about their businesses. As at the time of our visit to this location, there has been no official statement either from the union or state authorities to ascertain what led to this fracas between members of the union. From Gariki, Onotu Yakobo, NTA News.
To find out what is happening in the world of sports, let's now join our sports desk.
The Nigerian Football Federation has confirmed the chairman of Nigerian Premier Football League, Gbenga Elegbeleye, as the second vice president of the body. The league boss automatically filled the vacant position after being entrusted to continue as substantive chairman. And to wrestling, the president of the Nigerian Wrestling Federation, Daniel Igali, has said that he is positive of a good outing in the forthcoming World Wrestling Championship in Belgrade, Serbia from September 16 to 22. Meanwhile, the Athletics Integrity Unit has slapped a ban on Kenyan distance runner Agnes Jerotu Basosio for doping offences. The 2022 Nairobi City Marathon winner was hammered with a 5-year ban for inconsistencies in her athlete's biological passport following blood tests conducted in her in 9 years. With Sports Brief, Francisca Bile, NTA News.
And that has been the English version of the news. I now hand you over to translations. I am Aisha Ubali. Good evening.
Agbaje shaje wo wona abiku shagbadai iwa na bashi baba dai wo mo president ayuba wona agwa na baje gai minister kisida ye so uke woku wi pepe she we wazaza ngashituku watu inje kituko da bola amer tinubu mbada badweje boku washi atutu mba babe na beji ekisida ye kwen ole za ku wada ege badada nu minister be da sanu wo be ku kisida akpaje ayaka ana tutujinya minister gwa batnupe una ashikpeje awowe ni ba tutuji wo gwamnati tira bejibo yido nge Bitrus Lawrence gaki wala ababu ashiko bashi watu ishikpeje wewe badagun siyasa shinya nge APC da mba ku baiga batu eki tukoda Bola Ahmed Tinubu gwamnati bokoni badai nge gwamnati Tinubu nya babjeje ilolo ba ci abacici nge ayetu wewei eki tukoda ku wi nge ayetu mana ilolo unabi ishe wazazalo wa gwamnati ye nwi njabla jia ya na baji ko gai wata nge badagun ye be da bada de ko sanu ba be da go bada ga ya na baji tutuji bai pa IP tajibo she eki tukoda ku gwatu ishikpeje kwai wajeleje busaga le nabi anabaja sida ege badagu amato abalo atitishi nje ayino da nanya be bai na je ni badai ege badai ku balodo baku abo nwashi bai ku gbolodo bagi zasa na je na ba mbwa sudo onete yakubu eya na ba jibo na iwada nge anya bedo ubui bedo we begi ko isu na jeyi woku nwaji ba nku belodo nge baba swado agete je ntu bedo we agedibo zazahei na ba wata kwa na ba abwa agedi ke se dai ko ama agba ya na ba jikuzo yibe ja da wo su shekwasi page shekwani jesu saiso.
Assalamu alaikum masu kallo da sauraron mu barkamu da wannan maraice a takaice ga fassarar wasu daga cikin labaran mu yau mai karantawa Yusuf Yakubu. A ci gaba da kokarin da yake na dawo da martabar babban birnin tarayyar ƙasa Abuja, ministan Abuja Yusuf Wike ya saki tsare-tsare da manufofin shugaba Bola Ahmed Tinubu na sake bunƙasa birnin tarayyar ƙasa Abuja. Wakilin Mushaibu Nuzu Yakubu ya rawaito mana cewa ministan ya bayyana haka ne a lokacin bikin rantsar da sabbin sakatarorin da aka nada na hukumar raya birnin tarayya Abuja. Gamayyar kungiyoyin magoya bayan jam'iyyar APC mai ci sun ce ana buƙatar sanya hannun 'yan ƙasa wajen gina ƙasar a lokaci irin wannan na gwamnatin Tinubu mai burin farfaɗo da ƙasar nan da ci gabanta. Wakilin Mawullahi Hajiya ya haɗo mana wannan rahoto cewa ƙungiyoyin sun bayyana haka ne a yayin taron ƙarawa juna ilimi da addu'ar cikar shugaba Tinubu kwana 100 a karagar mulkin Najeriya. Taron da ɗaukacin 'yan ƙungiyar suka yi addu'o'i da fatan alkhairi ga gwamnatin shugaba Ahmad Tinubu. An sami maslaha a sakatariyar ƙungiyar direbobi ta ƙasa da ke unguwar Garki bayan tsatsatawa da aka samu a tsakanin wani sashe na ƙungiyar da wani da safiyar yau Talata. Wakilin mai Ilyasu Onoto Yakubu ya kai ziyara sakatariyar ya kuma shaida mana cewa a lokacin da ya kai ziyara domin ganin halin da ake ciki tuni ya tadda jami'an tsaro sun yi mai yiwuwa sun yayyafa wa ƙurar ruwa ta lafa. Amma abin takaici an rasa rayuka biyu a sanadiyar faɗan da 'yan ƙungiyar suka yi, amma a halin da ake ciki harkoki sun ci gaba da gudana yadda aka saba a da. Ƙarshen labaran namu ne kenan, sai kuma gobe idan Allah ya kai mu kan.
Ekele m gị n'ịnọnyere anyị n'akụkọ ụwa nke taa. Aha m bụ Rachel Ifi. Isi ala anyị Nyesom Wike ewepụtala usoro a ga-agbaso iji hụ na emezuru nkwa nchekwa ọhụrụ onyeisi ala anyị Bola Ahmed Tinubu kwere isi ala anyị. Onye ọrụ anyị Onoze Yakubu wetara akụkọ na ya bụ minista kwuru nke a mgbe e duru ndị odeakwụkwọ ahọpụtara ọhụrụ n'ihe banyere ọrụ isi ala